Episode 2 of Andor is called Sagrona Teema, which apparently is a Chandrilan toast. So this is just my review for episode 2. I will do separate reviews for episodes 1 and 3. That's how I always do it on my channel. There will be links in the description as well if you're interested, so check those out if you want to see that. Anyway, at the end of the last episode, the rebels that Cassian is with decided to shoot each other. Now they are separated into two camps. One is in like a U-wing with Cassian. I think it's a U-wing of some kind. And the other one is in the Tay, which apparently is called the Tay Avenger. I've learned that now. It's an experimental ship from Legends, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not familiar with the craft, to be fair. But their situation is quite dire. They don't really have food or drink, and Cassian is just drinking the rain dropping down. And, well, I mean, they do have kind of fruit, but yuck. So this goes on for a while. Like, one group decides to angle the Tay at the other group, but that doesn't really work. The other group comes at them and shoots them. Eventually, they figure out, you know what, we need to come together and make peace somehow. And how do we make peace? By playing rock, paper, scissors. Honestly, like, did not expect to see this in Star Wars ever. I'm not sure if I really am a big fan of it. It's just, let's be fair. This group is not the brightest bunch, and this probably seems like the way that they solve it. But in the end, it doesn't matter whatsoever, because there's yet again, like in the first season, in the first arc, just an external factor that nullifies everything, because the beasts come in, and we now see the beasts that they've been talking about. They're big, and they can take them all out, and it's terrifying, honestly. But in all of this, Cassian can finally get away. I find it very funny that all of what Cassian is doing in these first couple of episodes is not at all according to plan. But, you know, sometimes life is like that. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan. At the end, he does actually get the Tay. He gets out of there. And I already alluded to this in my first review. I adore the reveal that it was Yavin 4. And I actually kind of expected to show how we got to Yavin 4 in this season, because we don't even get that in Rebels. In Rebels, they just say, oh yeah, let's just go to Yavin 4. That's where we are now. So it was like, okay, Andor is probably going to show that, but I didn't expect it to be like this, but I thought the reveal was very cool. Anyway, over on Mina Rau, the Imperials have now made their way to the farm, and the absolute nastiest piece of shit Imperial goes after Bix. Once again. Another parallel. Oh my god. Bix cannot catch a break, can she? She just attracts the nastiest Imperials, and this guy he looks like a fucking Gestapo officer from the Second World War or something. He looks like a Nazi to me. You just see him, and it's like, he makes my skin crawl, just his appearance, and then he starts talking, and it makes me crawl even more, and I'm just like, I need you dead. I need you dead. I don't even care what else happens. Of course, I'll get to what really happens in the next episode, but oh my god, just the first appearance was like, no, dude, no. So yeah, all of them pretty much figure out, okay, the Empire is going to come here, we need to get out of here, so they start getting ready to get out of there. In the meantime, Dedra has made her way back to Coruscant, and, well, she is talking about the Gorman thing with Partagas, but honestly, girl, you need to do this. Like, you are very qualified, very capable to do this kind of job, and I think it will only help her in the long run. But what I'm so glad about is that she is living together with Syril. And I think it's actually a good thing that we've had like a year, so that, you know, I can completely understand from where they were at the end of season 1 to, you know, them living together right now. But yeah, they live together, and it's actually quite funny. It feels a little off, but I am here for it, honestly. To be fair, like, Andor constantly surprises me, and I'm happy that it does. But Syril has moved up at his job, and he is the Syril of old, the Syril that we saw in the first couple of episodes of the last season, where he is just so proud to serve, to be, you know, an important figure, and to have some kind of authority. That is what he thrives for. That is what he lives for. And it's honestly very funny to see. And I feel that Syril is just getting funnier as the show goes on. Anyway, over on Chandrila, day 2 of the wedding has started, and it seems like 3 episodes of Andor, 3 days of the wedding on Chandrila. So this is day 2 now, where they go on a hike. And throughout the day, we see that Mon is talking to several people. I really love the dialogue. Like, once again, I have said this many times before, and I'll say it one more time, and many more times probably. I adore the dialogue and the acting by Genevieve O'Reilly as well. I think she's a phenomenal actress portraying Mon Mothma. But the way that she's talking to everyone, you can see the anxiety, the dread that she is feeling that is going to come, but she still has to put up a nice face, because it's her daughter's wedding, for fuck's sake. You need to be nice. You need to smile every once in a while. But yeah, no, you can see that she feels something is coming. And of course, we know that something is coming, and we're all just getting ready for it. Also, the fact that like she's talking to Luthen and Tay, more specifically about potentially getting rid of Tay, because Tay is becoming a bit of a problem. Heck, in this episode, Tay is the one who gets drunk. It's still funny. Like, we get people just drinking their ass off at this wedding, and it's really funny to see. I did not expect to see that in Star Wars, but again, it's a nice surprise. But it very much get the feeling that, people are drinking just to forget about the shit that's happening around them, just to, not be reminded of all the dread, anxiety that is coming. And it all just adds tension. You can feel the tension through the dialogue, and that is what I think this episode does so well. Just, it builds up, because it needs to build up. This is the second of 3 episodes where, of course, the first one establishes everything. The second one creates the drama and builds up the tension. And in the third one, it all goes to shit, as we know. I'll get to that in my next review. But I think this episode does a great job of just building towards what is to come. And that is, I think, about all I can say about episode 2. I very much enjoyed this one, as well as all of the Andor episodes. Now I just wonder, what are your thoughts on it? Did you enjoy it as well? Or maybe there are some other things that you have about it. Please let me know any and all thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Please click right here to subscribe to my channel, or maybe you need another video and then you can click right here and check out whatever it is. I'm not sure, but it's probably good because it's one of my videos. Stay tuned for my review for that last episode of this arc. And of course, next week, more Andor episodes. Very excited for it, so stay tuned for that. Until the next time, may the Force be with you.